Shalom Israel. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and blessings to the elect. It's the brother Yachazak from the Great Millstone Dallas camp, and basically what I want to go into today is James chapter 3, as pertaining to watching your mouth or bridling your tongue. You know what I'm saying? Being able to control your tongue in the times that we're living in is crucial. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of back and forth going, and this and that and this and that, which is all a part of the gospel, you know, and which, hey, you know, you got to get down, you know. But the thing is, when you coming from the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, which we pray and hope that we are those men of the hopeful elect, you have to watch what you say. You know what I'm saying? Whether you talking to a heathen, whether you talking to a brother, you know what I'm saying? What you say is important, you know? And there's plenty of scriptures that go into how your tongue can get you in trouble. And that's going to be the basis of the lesson today, and hopefully to be edifying to you brothers and sincere sisters out there that's listening, you know? But basically what I want to do is I want to get I got the My Bible My Sword app, the Bible app, and basically I'm using the Gill's commentary to James chapter 3 and what he was going into. And I'm gonna read some, and then I'm gonna go get some precepts, and then I'm gonna finish back at the end of this introduction, you know. And it says in this chapter, the apostle cautions against censoriousness, and basically censoriousness is an adjective for somebody that's usually so critical that they can find something wrong with anything. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we already know who got that demon on them right now, but it is what it is, you know, not even worth a mention. And I mean that, not even worth a mention, not a name anyway, you know. And reproving others with a magisterial air advises to bridle the tongue, meaning watch your mouth, watch what you say, you know what I'm saying? Understand who you talking to, things of that nature. All go in hand with bridling your tongue, watching your mouth, you know, and guard against the vices of it, and shows what true wisdom is and from whence it comes. He advises the saints not to arrogate too much of themselves and take upon them to be the censorious reprovers of others. You know what I'm saying? Pointing out a man's faults and going to dig up dirt from years ago or whatever the case is, when you call yourself bringing up somebody else's faults instead of dealing with your own. You know what I'm saying? Taking that beam out of your eye before you go get the mote out your brother's. You know? It's about examining yourself. You know, and now after you examine yourself, you know what I'm saying? And you got the understanding of the situation, cool. Go ahead and get it in. You know, let the brother know where he went off or whatever. But if you out there being a nigga, you know what I'm saying? You just mad because you got rebuked. So you want to try to bring other people in because you don't want to get rebuked by yourself. Okay, well, fine. If that's the approach you're going to take, then cool, but it ain't spiritual. We can say that, you know? It says, which he dissuades from, by the consideration of the great damnations such shall receive. You know what I'm saying? Being rash with your mouth and just saying whatever the hell you want to say and thinking it's all good could be detrimental to your salvation, you know? It says, and by the frailty of men and a common proneness to offend by words. For he must be very singular. He must be a very singular man indeed that does not offend by words. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell somebody, you can rebuke somebody without offending them. You know what I'm saying? But then if you do get rebuked, you got to think of it as the Lord giving you a chance to get yourself right instead of getting mad and wanting to get your lick back. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we all filthy rags. We all mess up, so what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? But now let's get into some of these precepts. Let's get into some of these precepts, man. Going into being able to watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? This is James chapter 3, verse 5. It says, even so the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. You know? Your tongue is a small member, but it carries a lot of weight because what you say is important, man. And the tongue is a fire and a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. and it is set on fire of hell. You know what I'm saying? Your tongue can bring hell on you if you're not careful with it, man. You know, the scripture's going to having a clean tongue, and the scripture's going to having a filthy tongue, and we're going to focus on the filthy tongue in this aspect, you know, with all the back and forth is going. You know, because the whole back and forth is about who's right about how to break down these scriptures, you know? And if you and a good indication to go by to know who knows what they talk about and who don't, who's asking the questions and who's giving the answers. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just leave that right there. You know? It says, but the tongue can no man matter of fact, let me go back up to verse 7. It says, for every kind of beast and of birds and of serpents and of things in the sea is tamed and hath been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil full of deadly poison. You know what I'm saying? And you seeing these dudes, man, they on the comment boards threatening people, and I'm gonna do this to you, and I'm gonna do that to you, and I'm gonna ruin you this, and I'm gonna ruin you that, and the only reason you feel that way is because you already ruined yourself. You know? It's an old saying that say misery loves company, man. Misery loves company. And the difference between the elect and the 2/3 is that the elect are gonna learn how to watch their tongue. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn how to watch your tongue. If you don't learn how to watch your tongue, that shit can get you killed, man. You know? This is Psalms chapter 52. And I'm gonna start at 2. It says, the tongue devises mischiefs like a sharp razor working deceitfully, man. I'm talking about Jacob straight up lie on you, bro. Jacob straight up lie on you, man. You know what I'm saying? And we got the examples. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are crazy, man. It says, thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Salah. You know what I'm saying? A dude, just to make you look bad, a dude will straight up lie on you, man. Just to put you in the same boat with him. Well, if I'm wicked, this nigga wicked. Well, if I'm wicked, this nigga wicked. That's what I'm saying. We can all go back and forth, tit for tat, all day. But what's the point? At the end of the day, the word got to come out. You know? And if I'm watching my tongue by getting into these scriptures, then that's just going to have to be what it is. You know? All right, let's say Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 verse 11. It says, therefore beware of murmuring, which is unprofitable. And that's where it always starts. You know what I'm saying? You got these Jake that's murmuring, don't like this and don't like that, and ain't man enough to just say, you know what, I ain't with this, I'm gonna leave. So they look for an exit strategy and they conjure stuff up, you know? And then next thing you know, the tongue is loose. It says, and refrain your tongue from backbiting. That's good advice, man. There is no word so secret that shall go forth not, and the mouth that belieth slayeth the soul. You know what I'm saying? Your tongue can get you killed, man. I'm gonna keep on saying that. Sirach 4:29, and notice, you know what I'm saying? We started in James, which is one of the apostles, the Lord's brother, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Sirach. Sirach is a book that's based on wisdom and good advice, you know what I'm saying? From our forefathers down to us. It says, be not hasty in thy tongue, and in thy deeds slack and remiss. You know what I'm saying? It say, don't be hasty with your tongue. You know? I'm saying, you got these dudes, they hear one thing on a video, and then they want to condemn the brother. You know what I'm saying? You want to condemn a brother. But the thing is, if you'd have just sat back, I'm saying, y'all refuse to let the spirit play out anything, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta always say knowing when to hold your tongue and knowing when not to hold your tongue, man. That's crucial, man. You gotta be able to do that. You know? It says, this is Sirach 5:9. It says, winnow not with every wind, and go not in every way, for so doth the sinner that hath a double tongue. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I tried to hold my tongue, man, but fuck it, man. Avenger, bro, you the most double-minded nigga ever. You know what I'm saying? And your tongue is gonna get you destroyed, man. Bro, all you gotta do is sit back and chill. Watch the videos. You already said you ain't no prophet. You already said you ain't no leader, but you got all this shit to say. I don't see how a man that ain't a prophet and that ain't a leader got so much to say about the Bible. Shit is amazing to me, man. Honor and shame is in talk, and the tongue of a man is his fall. You know what I'm saying? And running your damn mouth is why you out, man. Running your mouth is why you out. You know what I'm saying? And Sakari, the same thing for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Now you know how to break down 1 Corinthians chapter 8 because you was taught by men and knew what the hell they was talking about, man. What you got to say about that? You know what I'm saying? And I bet you the next time you teach that chapter, you're going to teach it the right way because now you had to understand it, man. You dudes are false as hell, man. It says, Sirach 5:14, it says, be not called a whisperer and lie not in wait with thy tongue. Just like this clown. Oh, well, I got this for you. And, ooh, I can't wait. And stay tuned. And I'm finna fuck the city up. Boy, stop. Just stop, man. You know what I'm saying? You done already dug a hole deep enough to where you ain't never gonna get out of it. And you steady digging, man. It says, for a foul shame is upon the thief and an evil condemnation upon the double tongue, man. It's an evil condemnation upon the double tongue. First they the men of the Lord, then they not the men of the Lord, then they are the men of the Lord again, now they not the men of the Lord again. Your mind is double, bro. You be cutting yourself when you be reading these scriptures, man. Sirach 6:1, it says, instead of a friend, become not an enemy, for thereby thou shalt inherit an ill name. And you can't tell me Yakanan ain't an ill name right now. Sakari ain't an ill name right now. Yashar ain't an ill name right now. Nazariah, Element, aka Amashab Allah. You know what I'm saying? Mac 10. You know? All these dudes, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, now they ain't nothing. Now they just a bunch of old fools. That sounds like a double tongue to me. You know what I'm saying? Verse Sirach 6:1, it says, instead of a friend, become not an enemy, for thereby thou shalt inherit an ill name, shame, and reproach. Even so shall a sinner that hath a double tongue. And that's what's happening to you dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Bro, matter of fact, even if I take the attention off of the fallouts and off the bug outs and the scoffers, even the brothers that's in the truth, man, you still gotta watch what you say. When you in a council with brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like Yashawamba say, go into a council with the mindset of we gonna get past this, man. You can't be talking all rash to a brother and running off at the mouth. Now, sometimes you might have to be forward, you know what I'm saying, depending on the situation. But according to the spirit, every situation is different, man. It's a case-by-case basis. Sometimes you go hard, sometimes you fall back. Sometimes you hold your tongue, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you curse, sometimes you comfort. Simple as that, man. It's just that simple. Sirach 9:18, it says, a man of an ill tongue is dangerous in the city, and he that is rash in his talk shall be hated. You know? The men of the Lord hate scoffers, man. Just like the scoffers hate the men of the Lord, man. It's a perfect balance. You know what I'm saying? But if you got an ill tongue, people gonna hate you, man. Sirach 20:18, it says, to slip upon a pavement is better than to slip with the tongue. You know what I'm saying? It's better to slip on the pavement, fall and bust your head wide open than it is to slip with your tongue, man. You know what I'm saying? And it says, so the fall of the wicked shall come speedily. And that's what's gonna happen, man. That's what's gonna happen, man. Just cause you feel the need to hit sin every time you got your opinion on the rise. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of how many times that I done typed something on the comment board and I just went ahead and erased that shit because I sat there and thought about what kind of damage it can cause. You know what I'm saying? Messing brother spirits up, getting cut up your damn self, looking crazy on the internet. You know what I'm saying? All that shit matters, man. All that shit matters, bro. You know? But you got these people that think they can just say and do and say whatever they want to do, man. No, I'm reading scriptures that's talking about how dangerous your tongue can be. You know? Sirach 22:27, it says, who shall set a watch before my mouth and a seal of wisdom upon my lips, that I fall not suddenly by them, and that my tongue destroy me not. That's a prayer, bro. That's a prayer, man. To be able to watch your mouth. You know, because it ain't easy for everybody, obviously. It obviously ain't easy for everybody to just go on like that. You know what I'm saying? It says, who shall set a watch before my mouth and a seal of wisdom upon my lips, that I fall not suddenly by them, my mouth and my lips. You know what I'm saying? That my tongue destroy me not. Your tongue can destroy you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sirach 28:17, it says, the stroke of a whip marketh in the flesh, but the stroke of the tongue breaketh bones, man. That tongue is stronger than you think. You can't just say whatever you want. You can't just be running your damn mouth, man. Many have fallen by the edge of the sword. Oh, Sirach 28:18, it says, many have fallen by the edge of the sword, but not so many as have fallen by the tongue. And you know we done had war and since Cain killed Abel, man. Since Cain killed Abel all the way up to now, all those lives have been lost, and all those killings and all those murders, the tongue is still ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now, let's go back to back to the commentary. You know? Let me see. I had a certain part I wanted to go back to. And this is the advice that James was given. The whole chapter was about watching your mouth. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let me see where we at. Okay. And to have many teachers is a blessing to the churches of Hamashiach, and a large number of them is often not only proper, but absolutely necessary. But then this office should not be entered upon without suitable gifts, a divine mission, and a regular call by a church, and when entered into, should not be performed in a magisterial way, as lords over the Most High's heritage, and as claiming a dominion over the faith of men, but as helpers of their joy, peace, and comfort, nor according to the commandments of men, but according to the oracles of the Most High. Or it may be, this exhortation may have respect to censorious persons, rigid and severe reprovers of others, who take it upon them in a hearty manner to charge and rebuke others of their faults. You know what I'm saying? And that's what all these dudes is doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Question your leadership and what kind of father would do this and what kind of father would do that. You know what I'm saying? And if you go to YouTube, man, you can see all of us. You can see all of us, whether you own in Great Millstone or not. It's video of everybody doing something that's questionable in the eyes of the Heavenly Father. But the Lord said he was going to be men found with no guile. So where the fuck are they at, man? Where are the men that's going to be found with no guile, man? The Avenger. Man, you ain't avenging a bitch-ass thing, man. You the weakest nigga in Israel right now. What you say ain't got no merit, nigga? Your sorry ass, man. The Lord gonna destroy you, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna repent, bro. I can already call that. You know what I'm saying? You too proud. You too proud. You done already lost, man. All on the comment board sounding hurt. Feelings hurt. Nigga, you brought that on yourself, man, with your wicked ass, man. You a wicked piece of shit. You know? Alright. It says to reprove, matter of fact, yeah, in a hearty manner to charge and rebuke others for their faults. Reproof for sin ought to be given. Sin should not be suffered upon the brethren. To reprove is not blameworthy, but commendable. When it is done in a right manner, you know what I'm saying? When a brother tell you something, man, he looking out for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to quench nobody's spirit, man. If I see you going off, or if you see me going off, it's our duty in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah to let each other know that, man. And to a good end. It says, when it is done in a right manner, with a good spirit, and to a good end. In case of private offenses, it should be privately given. All these dudes want somebody to repent openly and shit, and they ain't done it. You know what I'm saying? The nerve of these niggas, man. And that's what James is talking about. And for public ones, men should be rebuked before all, but then this ought to be done in a gentle manner and in a spirit of meekness. So if you are going to rebuke somebody in front of everybody, you know what I'm saying? Whether you come in gentle or forward, you got to be spiritual about it, man. You niggas need to get cursed out, man. You don't get it when somebody talk regular to you. And when it is a clear case and a plain matter of fact, and which ought not to be exaggerated and aggravated. Molehills are not to be made mountains of, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, you used to be a Kappa. I know. Bro, how many times have Yahshua said on camera that he was in a fraternity when he was in college? That ain't news, dude. That ain't news, man. You know what I'm saying? Beam in your eye big as the goddamn Titanic. But you want to fault everybody else, man. You wicked as hell, man. All you niggas, man. Molehills are not to be made mountains of, or a man be made an offender for a word, or a matter of human frailty, and reproof should be given by persons not guilty of the same. You know what I'm saying? You can't get on somebody for being proud when you proud as hell. You can't get on somebody for being an adulterer when you're an adulterer. You know what I'm saying? You can't go in on somebody for freestyling when it's tapes of you freestyling too. Hell, you in the same damn cipher. Boy, you niggas is whack, man. It says, okay, and reproof should be given by persons not guilty of the same or worse crimes themselves, and always with a good end, not to screen or to cover their own vices, or to be thought more holy and religious than others. And that's what you dudes is doing, man. How the hell you gonna say the apostles ain't the men of the Lord when you acting the way you acting? If you think you a men of the Lord, you got the scriptures all twisted up, man. It's to satisfy a revengeful spirit before the glory of the Most High and the restoring of the person that has sinned, man. You know what I'm saying? When we tell you break something down wrong, it's so you can get the understanding, so when you go out there and teach, you can get it right. You know what I'm saying? If a brother tell you that you being proud or you being this or you being that, it's probably because you are right there, man. You know what I'm saying? And it says, or to be thought. I'm gonna read that one part again. It says, and reproof should be given by persons not guilty of the same or worse crimes themselves, and always with a good end, not to screen and cover their own vices, which all you niggas always do that. Every time somebody get on you, you always, what about him or what about them? You know what I'm saying? James is speaking against that in this chapter, man, as advice for the little ones, man. Or to be thought more holy, I would say not to screen and cover their own vices, or to be thought more holy and religious than others, or to satisfy a revengeful spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? You trying to avenge yourself, bro, just because the elders told you to chill out on that, man. You know what I'm saying? All he did was told you to chill. Sakari, all he did was told you to chill. Amashabala, all he did was told you to chill. They just told you needed to chill, because why? Through the spirit they could see that y'all needed some chilling time right then. And that's all that was, man. You niggas turned it into something else. You know? You turned it into something else. It says, before the glory of Yahweh and the restoring of the person that sinned. You know what I'm saying? Dion, Amashabala, Element, whatever you calling yourself today, we was telling you that you need to chill, bro, just because we seen what could happen if you didn't, man. And that wasn't for you to get kicked out the camp or for you to be gone. Nah, that was for you to jump on board with the rest of the brothers, man. That's all that was, man. What the hell you think we gotta rebuke each other for, man, if we all supposed to be filthy rags? You niggas ain't spiritual at all, man. You niggas ain't spiritual at all. And you think just because you got the freedom of speech. Nah, man, ain't no freedom of speech in this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to just say what you want to and ain't no penalty for it. You know? The Lord said every word that you write, every word you type, you know what I'm saying? All your words, all of us gonna be held accountable for our words and our actions according to Matthew chapter 12. You know what I'm saying? Alright. You know what I'm saying? The point pretty much been made. I got this video I want to pull up, you know what I'm saying? It's this old football coach that's talking about basically watching your mouth, typing or whatever. Don't press in, man. You know what I'm saying? Think about that shit before you press in, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gonna call the apostles old fools and Sakari calling the elders fuck niggas and all kind of madness. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't think about none of that before he hit sin. I bet you he would have thought about that before he got his ass cut up on 1 Corinthians chapter 8 the other day. If you'd have thought about that shit before you hit sin, then we wouldn't even be going through this right now. You know?
Social media on Twitter, Facebook, and the like. I'm reminded of Coach Herm Edwards, former coach, player in the NFL, and now an ESPN NFL analyst, who, in giving a seminar to NFL rookies earlier this year, reminded them of one clear thing when thinking about doing something on social media in a moment of anger. All you guys in here do this, right? Let me tell you something about that. You know the little send button? I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna devise a phone now. I done figured this thing out. That send button, instead of sending on the phone, I'm gonna make a new phone. I want y'all to buy it for me now. Help me out. I'm gonna put, don't press in. So when you tweet all that stuff out and you get ready, you look at yourself, oh, it says, don't press in. So you can think about what you're getting ready to press. Because here's the problem. When you press it, you can't take it back, man. It's out there. And if it's really good, one of those juicy ones, guess what? Da-da-da, da-da-da, we got it.
see, man? And that's what the angels doing, man. When the angels see you hit sin on some bullshit, the spirit gonna air your ass out, man. And that's how it work, you know? And with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and blessings to the elect. Shalom.